Hey folks, how's it going? Yeah, out at it again, looking for relics. This time we got two brand new properties right here, side by side. The one that I'm starting on first seems to be the one that was here latest, I guess. That's what I'll say, latest, yeah. There was some upgrades that are still here. Back here you can see it. Some kind of pump. It looks like probably a well pump, but it's exterior, which is kind of strange. Something going on over there. I still got to look at that a little bit more. So this is the property that has two sites, and they date back to 1910. And that's what I found them on a map, 1910, so they could be a little bit older, but this one is the upgraded one. That's for sure. It could have been, it probably lasted longer than the one that's over that way. I wanted to hit this one first, just in case it was not so great. We can move over to the other one. But anyway, you could see back there, there's a large oak tree. Huge oak tree. We want to go check out that area over there. The road is out front here. There's some yucca plants, lots of cedars, big old cedars, and it takes a while for these cedars to grow. And those were usually ornamental trees in the south for old home sites. Yeah, but let me show you what we got going on here today. So again, we got a nice little map system so you can see it. I am right about there, and you can see here on this map, this is the 1910 map. You see how the road used to be, and you can see where I'm at right there, that little dot right there in the middle, and the older one I believe is right there. I believe they were the same family. So and here's what they look like on a 1993 satellite image. We have the home site over here that I'm at right now. You can see how it was all farmland. Even back there it was all fenced off. And here's the older site. So, and there is today's image of it. 2019 image, satellite image. So again, I'm up in here. There's a big oak tree. You can just see it right there, and that's that big oak tree right there. I hope to find some good stuff today. I really do. I've had some dry spells on good relics, like axe heads. So I'm hoping to find some axe heads. Yeah, I know. I like tools, and I'm hoping to find more tools. Model T Ford stuff. Yeah, that'd be nice. So, well, let's see what's here. Let's check it out. Let's drop the detector. Let's go to work. Let's find some relics. See you on the first hole. I'm going to go that way. Very first find, shotgun shell. Yeah, I'm on a roll. Now we got us a nice little iron hit here. Looks like it's part of the actual structure. Nice little hinge. That is a heavy-duty hinge right there. Yeah, that's kind of fancy looking. Yeah. Interesting. No patterns on it, no decoration, anything like that, but things like this you can date, so it's always a good idea to take a nice photo of it. If you don't want it, take a photo of it and leave it for another detector, or bring it home, clean it up. It's a nice little relic, if you can find the other half. See ya. This soil here is very, very sandy, which is nice, easy digging. Found something disky. Looks like a pocket watch innards to me. Oh, it fell apart. Gotta be careful. I don't save these anyway, but that's definitely an older one. Falling all apart. And that's usually all you find are the guts. Interesting, huh? They had a glass plate on them. Glass is always gone. It's interesting why, you know, the insides are the only thing you ever find. Junk. But, yep, that's a pocket watch innards. See ya. I got a nice signal here. I'll have you dig it with me. Listen. Oh, keep getting stuck on this tree branch. $70 up to $79. It's only 2.5 inches deep, which is not a great sign. It could be something modern, but could be something old. That just coming to the surface. Let's take a peek. What are we gonna get? That's it right there. Boy, that was giving a strong signal. Very, very strong signal. We'll recheck that. It looks like just a piece of copper flashing. Flashing is usually used on the home somewhere. Button it up, tie it in, roof or siding or whatever. Yep, that's a piece of copper. Nothing on it. Plain, blank piece of copper. Probably flashing. For the roof, maybe. Patch a hole or something. Who knows? I don't know. That's it. See? Another big coppery tone. Right there. Got a 72. This dirt is so nice. Look at that. It just crumbles apart. 72. It was a solid 72, which could be a coin. It sounded a little bigger than a coin, though. Let's see what we get. Oh, nothing on that. Was it deeper? Maybe it's small. Maybe it is a coin. Maybe. That would be nice. We can date this place. Put a nice date to it. Now, the maps are good. They tell you that something was here at a certain date, but they don't tell you how old the place is. Only the relics do that. Let's put the detector on it. Now we got a nice 75 signal right here. That's in the copper range. It's another piece of that copper flashing. Oh my goodness. Oh. This place is going to be littered with this stuff, isn't it? It'd be nice if it had something stamped on it. Oh boy. Okay. It's a really beautiful day out today. Yesterday was pouring rain the whole day. And today is nice. There's actually two large oak trees over there. One right there going up, and another one right there going up. I've just been searching in here for right now. There's some iron. I put stuff over by that cedar tree. That's my exit to my bike. As I come back, I'll grab all that stuff and I'll show you what I found. Instead of, video recording all the big chunks of garbage, iron, and stuff like that. But anyway, we got a 5-inch deep, semi-nice signal. It says it's a bullet, but I'm on relic mode, and a bullet could mean anything, really. Could be lead, could be brass, and it's a piece of copper, isn't it? I wonder what they would have used that for. Probably electrical connection of some sort for something. Yep. Well, I'm finding a lot of copper here at least, but I want the coins. I want the round stuff. Yeah, we'll find it. I'm not on the house site yet. This isn't the house site. This is the side yard. The house actually sat over there near the large oak trees. So I'm in kind of like the side yard, if you will. Because this is where the driveway came up through. And that's where the coins usually get spilled. People cleaning out their old Model Ts or their wagons, you know, whatever. All right, moving on. Let's find something decent. See ya. Well, here's something interesting. Yeah, I crawl around on the ground. I don't mind the ground. I just removed this from the top of the surface. Gave me a nice signal. You know, these bottle caps, they give a nice signal. Does anybody collect these? I don't think this one's ever been broken. The seal is still intact. See that? It's got to be worth something to somebody. That's, someday people are going to collect these. I imagine people are already collecting those. I don't collect them. To me, they're junk. But anyway, right directly underneath this signal, there was a nice kind of tone, I guess you will. Had some coppery iron mix to it, but it was a nice tone. Check this out. Always fun to find. Somebody's old pocket knife, yeah. And this one's beat up. This one's in bad shape. There's part to it right there. But usually, there would be some kind of maker's mark on it. Sometimes they were bone handles back then. Yeah. So we'll save that. I save all of my old knives just in case. I clean them up. Just see if there's any maker marks on them and stuff like that. Get the age off of them. Looks like parts to the handle. It might have been bone. That looks like bone, doesn't it? Yeah. Probably was a bone handle knife. That's what that looks like. There's still a piece left on it. I'll bring that little scrap piece home. And, I mean, in reality, you know, this is junk. It's junk. It's all decayed and rotted and busted up and everything like that. But it's a clue to this property. And, you know, it could give a nice date to it. You never know. You never know. Save those little things. Could be 1900, could be 1890s, could be 1930, could be 1940, I don't know, but it puts a date to it. And not just that, but also I'm in a huge battle in my area to find these locations, find the relics in these locations, get the material out before they build housing developments everywhere, which they've pretty much accomplished. But like this site is virgin. No one's ever detected here. It's mine for the taking. And if you can get all that treasure out before they build housing developments, great for you. Hopefully there's some good treasure or relics or something like that. At least the history to pull it out and to see, you know, what was going on back in the old days at this property. You never know what's going to come out of the ground. You just never know. Yeah, see ya. I'm going to go that way, down the little deer trail. Yep. And the iron is starting to come up. I don't know what that was. I don't know. I've never found anything like that one. No telling. Moving on. But right next to that hole, which when I swiped over here, I was getting that iron signal before I got that signal, which is a 75. Yeah. So what do I always say? Get the iron out first, so you can hit those nice tones. This stuff is deep here. 5 inches, 5 to 6 inches, which is pretty significant. That's a nice depth if you consider how much humus build up. Humus is this top layer. That's, you know, all this stuff that breaks down and builds up that top layer. There it is right there. See it? Looks like a lamp piece or something maybe. Or a cap of some sort. Oops, I dropped it. Yeah, some kind of screw top jar cap. Yeah. It has some age to it. I'd say early 1900s. Yep. Beautiful. This is nice. Got nice dates. Nice older stuff. And no one's ever been here. I know. And this is one of two. So we still have that other site over yonder. I'm moving closer to these oak trees, which should have been on the side kind of front yard. I believe the house sat right there, but I'm gonna double check. Found some mason tops over this way, which says, you remember what it says? What does mason tops say? Activity. Human activity. People were eating their lunch there, they were eating their dinner there, whatever. That's activity. Alright, so, and that's usually closer to the house or closer to barns or sheds or something like that where people work. Anyway, moving on. See ya. Just pulled up a nice little iron buckle. Yeah, that's a nice. I can't tell if that's human or tack. It almost looks human. We'll save it. I was asking myself, now why haven't I found any pottery? Any glass, anything like that? And I was digging this signal down here, which is, looks like a big brass washer, which is super. I'll take that. Big brass washer, sweet. And then, as I was digging it, we got a ceramic, mason top ceramic, and a nice piece of pottery right here, which can probably be dated pretty easily, given that pattern. So I'll save it. And I'm going to save that big brass washer, because, geez, you know, that's nice brass. I could straighten that. It's got some kind of swirly pattern on it. It's neat. Who knows? I don't know. Something is something. I think this is a trash pit right here. Tons of iron hits. You see, it's kind of bowl shaped right in here. This is just full of iron. Iron, iron, iron. And I'm working my way up this little hill, which I believe the house probably would have sat on over this way somewhere. Yeah, moving on. See, there's another mason top. Let's see what we get. Remember, that ball gives you a good indication of date. And that's a ball. Like I said, I don't remember all the differences with the L's, the small L's, big L's, and the way the B's are written and stuff like that. I take them home and date them, so I don't have to remember. And it has its ceramic, which is broken. Okay. But there's that ball. We can tell what kind of date it is. It's probably going to be 20s. Yep. Moving on. See ya. Yeah, I'll start showing you all the not so great finds. Why not? You might be interested, right? Maybe. Just pulled that up. Just a piece of iron. Moving on. What did we get here? That's kind of interesting shape. I don't know if that's lead. Yeah, that's lead. I'll save it. It's lead. You know what that is? That's a tool. Yeah. That's an old hand plane. It shaves the wood. Nice. I'm gonna save that one. I think the blade is long gone. Yep, no blade, no wedge. Nice though, nice tool. Part of an old plow blade. Nice 76 signal, right about there. Copper. Range, right? Copper, brass. Or, in relic mode, iron. Was that a tool or just a strap? It looks like just a strap to something. Yup. Just pulled up a nice little buckle, I think it is, from about 5 inches deep. Yeah, it is a buckle. It's a nice little buckle. It's missing some parts, but that's a buckle. Yeah, it's ringing pretty loud. Nice. I save all my buckles, every single one of them, even the iron ones. See ya. Well, what can this shoe tell us? Do you know what kind of shoe that is? I'll give you 3 guesses. Is it a llama? Is it a horse? Or is it a mule? If you guessed mule, you are correct. That is a mule shoe. Yeah, pretty warm too. Nice little shoe. Now, what do you think that one is? Mule, a llama, or a horse? That's a horseshoe. Yeah, but also look, glass. Just something about glass. I like glass. Bigger glass bottles would be nice. You know, ooh, that's a rock. Moving on. Horseshoe. I wanted to show you something that I like to see because my last hunt I ran into this problem, but it was an active nest, and when you come across holes like that, just random in the middle of the woods, a critter probably dug that. Because, look there, see the honeycomb? See all the honeycomb right there? Bee's nest. Nasty. They're in the ground. It's a little chilly out today, so I don't expect them to bother me too much. But you never know. Sun's out. Anyways, I got a signal here. And, I wanted to tell you anyways what I was detecting. So, there's my bike, and up that way we had the 2 large oak trees where I thought the house sat, but there's no evidence that a house sat there at all. So I'm down here on the other side of my bike. What I did find up there was tons and tons and tons of iron, which is typical of a farm. They throw things near the largest trees, you know. Just easy, it's out of the way. They're not going to plow into it because that giant tree is there. But it's also, you know, good spots to come back to and check if you're iron hunting. See what kind of iron relics there are. Anyways, let me locate this signal again and we'll dig it up. Sounds like a coin. Maybe, hopefully. It's down there somewhere. Well, it's in the plug, whatever it is. Which, that's only, what, 4 or 5 inches deep? And it doesn't sound that deep. Maybe a bottle cap. I don't know. Something's giving me a good signal. I'm hoping for a coin. Well, it's not popping out at me. That's a good sign. Well, maybe, maybe not. If it was silver, quite possibly would pop out at me, wouldn't it? is that mirror? Yeah, mirror glass. I don't think that gave me the signal, although the old stuff had silver. That one did not have silver. Where'd you go? Huh. It's down there somewhere. Is it tiny? Or is it just hard to see? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to shut you off and find this. Yeah, it was a coin. It had fallen down in between all of that grass and stuff. Very hard to see. What are we gonna get? No, are you kidding me? It's a memorial? Is that a memorial? Oh my goodness. It is. It is. Like I said, this is the most recent home. So, even though the house did not show up on the 1993 map, this thing could have been here 1992. And I can't get that date off that penny. But anyways, alright. Well, there's old stuff here, and obviously new stuff, a new penny. So let's keep hunting. See what else we can find. At least we found a coin, so that's good news. But not the kind of coins I'm looking for. Do you see it? Right there? That looks like a very, very old shed. That's an old shed right there. It's brittle. Yeah, too brittle. Oh yeah, way too brittle. I bring these home for my father-in-law's dog, but that's too brittle. That can stay here for the mice. Got a nice little buckle with a worm coming out of it. Looped right through that thing. Come on, get out of there. Lots of worms in this ground. They love this ground. This guy doesn't want to get out of there. There we go. We got him. Nice little buckle. Still has its tongue and everything. That's a rigging buckle right there. Underneath that root. Directly right underneath it. It's always that way. Straight. Big 80 signal right here. I'll have you take it with me. It could be anything. You just never know. An 80. It might be steel. It might be a big chunk of brass. There's no telling. Thought that was bone for a minute. Oh, it is bone. Look at that. Some kind of bone. Leg bone to something. What are we gonna get in here? It's deeper. There's something round and disky right there. Some kind of can top or bottom. Yep. I would suspect this is like a little trash spot or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna head over to that other house site because I haven't found really any evidence of a house that sat here, although the map shows a house sat here. There's no cornerstone, there's nothing like that. I mean, there's their hedgerow. You can see that on the map, that 1993 satellite image. We'll head back this way after I search that one and see if we can't pinpoint where the house was, but I haven't found anything. No brick, none of that stuff, no cornerstones. So let's head this way. I'm actually gonna drop my detector and search along the way. We're going straight that way right there, so see ya. I just pulled up a broken file piece here, but I also wanted to show you this. See the pile of stone right there? And there's an old telephone pole or power pole right there in the corner. Now I wanted to show you this because not every stone pile is a chimney foundation, chimney support, or evidence of a home site. But this one is evidence of a home site. This is a corner, and the corner where they had their post, and they would just, when they plowed in this field here, the small field, that's where they threw their stone. So when you see piles of stone like that laying around, it could be support for a home, chimney, something like that, or it just could be a pile of stone that the farmer threw there, which that one is. Alright, moving on. We got to go straight that way. You can see it through the smaller brush right here. There's a large oak tree on the other side. That's where we're going, straight ahead that way. Detecting along the way. See ya. Yeah, farmland. You're going to find rings and all kinds of rigging tools and stuff like that. So I picked up a pipe in the ground, and they're easy to pick up. You start sweeping, and if it keeps going, it's probably a pipe. And it started back that way. It came along here, and I'm still following it, and it looks like it's going straight out that way. And look at this right here. It's probably a little well with a shack they built over it. It might have been for their cattle or whatever they had, but you can see it's probably maybe 40s, maybe 50s, maybe even 60s. Who knows? It's not that old. Belongs to this house site back here, and it's interesting too because there's some large oak trees in here, and they would have definitely put something like that in there where they're not going to plow, where the large trees are. So might have been some activity in there. We'll check it out. What do you think? Old well? There's a spigot on the side. See, that doesn't look very old. I've found tons and tons of old spigots. Good gracious, is that a spider in there? Look at that. This is a well. Yeah. Semi-modern. Huh. Interesting. Alright, we're almost to the other property, which is straight ahead. You can see that old oak tree back there. Right there. We're headed that way.